My role is very specific. She sells balloons, but obviously there's a lot more to the balloon lady than just selling balloons. She's a sort of a magical character, and I think she knows what's going on. And when she sends people up with a balloon, she knows where they're going, if they should go up or if they shouldn't. And so in that respect, there's something a little bit mysterious and interesting about her. And that certainly appealed to me. Mystery is my business, as you know. You have to have a touch of the craziness, quite frankly, you do. You have to have the imagination required to take on the attitudes of a character that has no relation to reality, you know. If you think about it, the balloon lady is rather mysterious, which makes her interesting from my point of view. And but you have to think in those terms. You have to believe. You have to believe in the magic. You have to believe in all of the qualities that I think most of the Disney movies are infused with. It's all imagination. It's all about children's imagination, and they bring it off, and they never sort of make a dull movie. You know, they don't know how. The children are very unique, and they've been cast very, very well in this movie. I can see that, and it's a very successful kind of combination of the old and the young together, and in that respect, it can appeal to everybody in the family. I thought the set of the Springfest was just extraordinary, really. Every single character on that stage, the stage being this beautiful outdoor set in a park, every single one of them was dressed impeccably, but beautifully, colourfully, and everybody looked as if they belonged. The Ferris wheel was going. The women looked lovely in these gorgeous gowns that they were designed by our lovely designer, Sandy Powell, and she did an extraordinary job. Extraordinary.
I remember feeling quite excited when I heard they were doing a Mary Poppins. I heard through the grapevine that it might be Emily, and it just felt perfect. Yeah, as soon as it worked out, it just felt like, you know, the right shape going in the right hole. It just almost had an inevitability about it. It is new music, but it's clearly in the spirit of the music we know and love from the first film, which is a difficult thing to achieve, because it doesn't sound like it's just a pale imitation. It sounds incredibly fresh. It's impossible to stay still on one of the livelier pieces, and it's impossible to keep a dry eye on some of the others. So it really works. She's everybody's fantasy, if only, character. All the things that go wrong in our lives on a daily basis, the things that we worry about, would be solved if Mary Poppins came along. She's that figure. She's the superhero of remembering to lighten up.
Well, Ellen is the housekeeper in the Banks family in Cherry Tree Lane. And she's been there since the first film, basically. She's been there for a very, very long time. And she, of course, is Michael and Jane. She was there, she was a housekeeper when they were children growing up. So, but now, of course, times are hard in the Banks household, and she is finding it difficult because they've got very little money, and so she's finding it difficult to sort of deal with everything. And she's a little bit forgetful and a little bit confused on occasion, and so, yes, struggling a bit. So that's but, you know, things come right in the end. Mary Poppins Returns is about the next generation of the Banks family. It's about the two children that we saw in the first film are now grown up into Ben Whishaw and Emily Mortimer. And Ben Wishaw's character, Michael, is now a grown man with 3 children of his own. And it's the 30s, and there's a recession, and a depression, in fact, going on. And so they're really struggling, and Mary Poppins comes and helps out, basically. Pixie is amazing. She's just an amazing little person anyway, so together, so bright. And she's just a fantastic actress. I mean, I saw her in a commercial years ago and thought must have been about 4. I thought, who is that child? She's just gorgeous, and just a really lovely kid as well. It's about love. That's why it's about love and overcoming adversity. And that we as humans want to see that, you know, and also, but it's also brilliantly escapist. Even though it deals with people on hard times, which it does, it's still escapist, and it still shows human endeavour and endurance and love. So, you know, you can't go wrong with that, really.
Hi guys, here's today's Daily Fact. Now, to clothe the 20,000 extras for the film Schindler's List, costume designers took out ads seeking clothing. Now, due to poor economic conditions in Poland, many people were eager to sell clothes from the 1930s and 40s they still owned. Now, click here below to subscribe for more content on the side. To watch another video. See ya.